What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video. In today's video we're going to be talking about monster training, getting your monsters nice and strong, beefing them up so you can equip some really good skills to them and benefit you in a great way, whether it's a support skill or an admin skill, or whether you're using your monsters for attacking. You're not going to be able to do much unless you level those monsters up. So today we're just going to be talking about how you go about leveling them up, the best way to do that, and also taking into account the skills as well, what is required to level up those skills. So really the main focus today is going to be on the gym. Now there are many different ways of setting up your monster taming area as far as what buildings you would build. If you're focusing on packs, then a lot of people tend to build a lot of springs. If you're focusing on gym training, then people build a lot of gyms. To be perfectly honest, there is no right and wrong way to do it. I do think that building more than one spire is, well, you can do it if you want to make more packs, but the spire is the one building that doesn't give you any kind of cold hard stats with regards to the speed in which you can make packs or the experience that you gain from putting your monsters in the gym. All it does is allow you to make more packs in one go. It takes longer, and I just think you're losing something if you're building more than one spire. But building 5 or 6 springs, 1 or 2 gyms, I think is definitely the way to go about it. As you can see, I've chose to build 2 gyms. I've done that for a very, very simple reason. It's because I wanted 2 times the amount of XP, because it doubles for every gym that you've got. So let's have a quick look at the leveling on the gyms and what kind of experience boost you get first of all. So at the moment I'm at level 13. You can see I've got a 6.5%. Of course that is doubled because I've got 2 gyms. So I'm looking at 13% boost now when I put my monsters in the gym. But as you level it up, it does go up, and when you get to 25, it's 20%. So by having 2 gyms, you're getting 40% as opposed to the standard 20. Now, there is research that you can do. The research is quite costly. It does take a lot of speed or a lot of time, as well as a lot of resources, including anima, to be able to do these researches. There's a gym training 2, and there's a gym training 1. If you do both of those, it does equal, I believe, 40%. Let's have a quick look. So if you max it out, 25% on the first one, and if we go down to the second one, which will take a lot to get this maxed out, the second one, you're looking at 15%. So yeah, 40% on research. But I'm getting I will hopefully get 40% just from my gym. So, I'm just trying to balance it out, trying to get a good equilibrium between my percentage I'm getting from my speed boosts on my springs for merging packs, but also leveling my monsters. And we're going to go into the reason why that's important, to have a good balance. Anyway, let's go into the gym and see what's going on in here. So as you can see, because I've got 2 gyms, I'm able to train 2 monsters at once, okay? And what you'll find is when you put your first monster into the gym at level 1, let's say, for example, you put all of your heroes on that one monster. It will level up quite a lot on that first round, okay? You'll probably get something like 1500 to 2000 EXP for that initial training session, and that will take you right up to about level 8 or 9 on the first one. I will say, once you get past level 9 or 10, it slows down a lot. You'll be lucky to get 1 or 2 levels done per training session. So yeah, you could just put 1 monster in if you want to focus on 1, but there's more than 1 good monster, and I think if I can get 2 leveling at the same time, I think that's probably a better way to go about it. Okay, so let's get the results of these ones and clear these up. So I've leveled up here, which is great, to level 12 on Territe, and we're going to level up my Magma Lord, and he's up at 14, nearly 15, that's fantastic. So the aim right now is to get these to level 20 so I can then enhance them and turn them into adults, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put both of these monsters back in for a training session. This is how you do it. You'd click train, and then you would then see that it's ticked on Magma Lord. You'd then click where the hero selection button is, and you choose the heroes that you want to put in. As you can see, each hero gives a set amount of time added to the training based on the colour of the hero. 50 minutes for purple. I haven't got a gold hero yet. It's gonna be 60 minutes for a gold, and it goes down by 10 minutes for every one that you have lower. Okay, so you can see by the heroes that I'm adding 10 heroes. I'm adding 4 hours and 30 minutes to my training time. Okay, and the EXP is plus 52 an hour, so that's my bonus right there. I'm getting an extra 52 XP per hour that they're in the gym. So I'm going to confirm that. And you can see it gives you it tells you what level you're going to go up. You see, I'm at level 14, 76%. By doing this training for 6.5 hours, when it's finished, it's going to be 3/4 of the way through 15. If I was going to do, say, Beastmaster, that's at level 1, you can see it's gone up 7 levels. So you do shoot up at the start, but it does slow right down as you get higher. So let's just confirm that for 6.5 hours. And then we'll go in and we'll set Territe up again, just the same way as I had before. And when they're training, you can see the little gym, little weightlifting training button there as well. And then we're going to do the same with him for 7 hours 20, and he'll be nearly level 14 when he's done. So we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer to level 20. So you may ask, what's the significance of getting a monster to level 20? Well, that's really quite simple to answer. So we're going to get that done now. With regards to the monsters, it's the enhancements and the levels is all connected to the skills. Okay, you can see that my skill level for Rolling Stones is level 4. Now it probably will let me go to level 5, but going past level 5 it won't. I will need to increase my familiar to adult. You see, there's 3 stages. You've got hatchling, which is where it starts off. You enhance it to adult, and then you can enhance it again to elder. And you need to enhance the familiar to be able to access the higher skill levels. So if you are setting yourself up to make a lot of packs because you want a lot of fragments to level up the skills on your monster, you may hit a bit of a roadblock because you're going to put your fragments in, you'll start leveling your skills up, and then you're going to hit the wall where it says, sorry, you can't level up your skill no more because your familiar isn't a high enough level. And then you're going to need to start training. And if you've already leveled up a load of buildings for pack research, but you haven't really focused on your gym boosts at all, you could be starting to lag behind a little bit, which is why I think I think it's really important you need a good balance. Hence why 2 gyms, 5 springs. But like I say, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Do what you feel comfortable with. Check out the times of how long it takes to do things and do something that's right for you. Okay. Right, with regards to enhancing, you need to get runes. Now, you get a rune by opening up a pack that this monster came in. When you get a duplicate monster, instead of getting another monster, you get a rune. And you can see here at the top right hand corner, it requires 5 runes and to be level 20 to be able to enhance this monster. If we click on it, you can see that it does require level 20. Now, if you are leveling up a specific monster and you get more than 5 runes, you can see I've got 6. You do have the option to come down here at the bottom and break the rune you don't need and make yourself a fragment. I would not recommend this, especially for monsters that you are working on. Until you've got them maxed out, don't break your runes, because once you enhance this one to adult for 5 runes, you've then got the next enhancement to do, and it may go up. It may be 10 or 15 runes. And if you're breaking the runes, you're just hurting yourself. It's going to take you longer to enhance that monster. Okay. Now, with regards to the skills, you can use fragments and you can use runes to level them up. Now, if you use runes, I've actually done this yesterday. I used a rune and it gave me like an extra boost, which is why I'm level 4. I was level 2. I used a rune and it gave me it was really strange. It gave me like a 200,000 EXP boost on top of it and took me straight up to level 4. So, the runes are actually pretty good for leveling up your skills. The fragments are also good as well. Now, talking about fragments with regards to leveling up your skills, when you first go in here, it won't say required 8. It will say required 4. When you put 4 fragments in, the EXP bar will go up. But then if you wanted to try again and do it again, it's going to say 8. And if you put 8 in, it's going to increase. And it will keep on increasing. This is where the pay to win element comes in. For people that want to rush it and get it all done straight in one go, it's going to cost them. You know, if they want it all done in one day, they can, but they're going to have to spend a lot of fragments to be able to do it. At the bottom here, you can see it says the amount of runes required to upgrade skills will be reset daily. Now, every day you get your reset, where you get your 5 Colosseum entries and your free hit in the labyrinth. It also resets the fragments and rune amounts back down to the minimum again. So instead of spending 8, 12, 16, 20 fragments leveling up your skills, just go in there once a day, put your 4 on, leave it. Wait till the next day, go back in, put another 4 on. That way, you're getting the most out of your fragments. Yes, it is going to take a longer period of time, but you're going to save yourself a lot of RSS, anima, speeds, everything in the process. And besides, you can't actually go past a certain skill level until your monsters are at a certain level anyway. And as you can see, there is no speed up for this training. You know, you can't speed this training up, you have to wait. So why rush getting your skills up when you're going to have to wait for the training anyway? I do feel it is necessary to just mention though, although you do have to wait for training, of course there is a pay to win option. At the top you can see where it says level 12, Territe, and then it's got the experience bar, and then it's got another plus sign there. If you click that, you can use your fragments to level up the actual monster level. You can see I get 10 XP for each fragment I use. And you can see I need a lot more than 10 XP to finish off this level 12, and it's going to go higher as we go on. So again, if you've got loads and loads of fragments and you don't mind using them to level your monsters up, you can do this again to speed things up. Okay, that basically covers the basic skills, how they're attached to the actual familiar level, and also, you know, ways of increasing the level using the runes and fragments. So that basically covers how to do the monster training. I would suggest when you unlock your monsters, don't start leveling up all of them, alright? Have a look at their skills and pick a couple, pick 2 or 3, pick the ones that you really feel will benefit you, that you need to work on. Otherwise, you're going to spread yourself way too thin across all of them and not really get any progress done. I chose 3 monsters to work on initially, although I did unlock a lot more. And that was Magma Lord, Territe and Aquaris. Magma Lord because he's a stone production monster and I'm a stone hyper. Territe because he boosts the time it takes for me to actually merge packs, and he also gives free fragments as well. And Aquaris because he actually increases my anima production, which is really nice. And he's also got a second skill, which is a support skill that gives me STA, which is fantastic. And as you can see here, look at this. On this skill, it says level 1 refresh unlocked at adult stage. So if you've got this monster and you want this specific ability, it don't matter how many fragments you get, you're not going to be able to get this unlocked until you get to adult stage. So you do need to make sure you do focus on your monster training. It's just as important, especially for the monsters that do have second skills. Because as you can see, you can't access them just by doing regular training and adding fragments. So not regular training, but you can't just access those second skills with fragments. You need to do the monster training. It's really important. And if you can give yourself that extra EXP boost to make things a bit quicker, I say that's a winner in my books. Okay, you can see there I've got 26 pack 2Bs available. I haven't opened any of my level 2 packs yet. I'm actually going to save those up and do another video where we'll do a reveal, where we'll open up the whole lot in one go and see what monsters we get and how many fragments we get. That video will be coming soon, probably in the next day or two. Once I get to about 30 or 40 packs, I'll come back on here and we'll do the opening online, which will be pretty good. Anyway, I hope that this video has been helpful with regards to talking about the monster training. If you've got any other questions with regards to this subject, just put a note in the comments and I'll be sure to come back to you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do and leave a like. Always keeps me motivated to make more content for yourselves. And for now, I will just say peace out, my friends.